In a time of unexpected possibilities, crucified by insecurities, bad memories in a life.
Hello again, and welcome to Jan's Views on Crime. Jay Slater, Twitter comments. Guys, it's been going off, kind of, on Twitter. Mark Williams Thomas is receiving some serious backlash for his so-called podcast. Well, it was a podcast, but for his podcast about Jay Slater. Before we actually look at his Twitter, I just want to slide these two little clips in of Wax and Duncan, who are both so angry about it. We're all very angry about it, guys, because these people like Wax, Duncan, Mama D and others have been working so hard to find out the actual truth behind it. And then you get somebody like this person here who's getting paid for it. He's getting paid probably quite a good wonga for it. Who's coming up and just giving a whole load of garbage, really. What can I say? So, guys, take a look at these first, and
then what I want to do is a video summarising everything that we have learned through this podcast, from Lucy, Brandon, Ayab, Mark Williams, Thomas, literally everything. At this part of the story, ladies and gentlemen, it's clear to see that there is a full-blown cover-up taking place. They've all made it look like Jay was the problem, Jay was the issue, Jay wasn't listening. None of them have been able to give us a clear explanation as to why Jay went to the Airbnb, why Jay left the Airbnb, where they were and what they were doing. There's no real clarity on that whatsoever. And when you think about it, at the time of Jay wanting to leave and go home, every single one of them was awake. None of them were sleeping. Everyone was available to answer their phone. Everyone was available to have conversations with Jay, but no one was available to help or offer any type of support. No one was able to send a cab, encourage him to chill and wait for them to go and collect him. Again, if you go back to what Brandon, Brad, Lucy, what they say in their story, it's extremely vague. They're more or less all saying the same thing.
Duncan, bless him, he just makes me laugh. I can't help it. But poor Duncan, he does sort of respond to some of the haters out there. Duncan, you're wasting your time. Haters gonna hate, love. You know, just let them keep hating. And I know that they've tried to find out personal information about him, which he puts up, you know, what do they call them? Receipts to prove otherwise, that he's that's not him, or, you know, they're wrong about certain things. Listen, guys, the internet's like that. And as YouTubers, we get that. I mean, I get my fair share of haters out there as well. Little old me, even me. Must be careful not to let my halo strangle me. Anyway, so I want to put Duncan in as well, because yeah, he's sort of, although we all feel exactly the same, we do, we're not these sort of oh, we fell off a cliff type of people. No, come on, open your eyes. Yeah, so I want to just slide that in.
Bonjour, bonsoir, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you may be. So I look out, a beautiful view here. I do not see Gibraltar, but presumably there are some people still looking for me there. Beat. What did she say 2 days ago? She said he won't be crossing the border to La Linea. This was when there was the mad frenzy that we've got.
I'm having trouble with my Mac. It's really annoying. I don't know whether it's trouble with StreamYard or whether it's trouble with the Mac, who's like, Jan, you've just got too much on here, you know, so I need to sort of have a good old clean up. Anyway, let's get on with this. So here we have, and before we do, we're 3 minutes in. How are you? I hope you're really well. I hope you're taking care of yourselves and looking forward to the summer. God, it's so hot. But I never complain about the weather. She says. Complain about everything else. Anyway, so let's get on to this, all right? Now, so here we have dear old Mark Williams Thomas's Twitter. And on it, he's got TV reporter, blah, 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 the Netflix, this, that, and the other. But the bit I want to point out is here. So he's covering also Barry George, I think. Duncan is also following Barry George. So yeah, if you want facts about it, go over to Duncan's channel. That's what I say. Right now, on June the 14th, look, this is what caught my eye. It made me laugh. Right, never have a problem engaging with anyone. Hence why my DMs are open. But if you are rude, I won't. You won't what? You won't what? Oh, never mind. Dispirito takes rudeness to another level. So shall we have a look and see what Dispirito says? Right, okay. So this is in DMs and he's written on here, I'm an artist. I've never been able to figure out the world scientifically or mathematically apart from shape, space and measures. And well, I like to create. Do you know, we're quite similar. I'm also an artist and I can't figure out anything with numbers in it. Just, I'm like number blind. That's me. Anyway, so let's carry on. So this is him, okay? So he said, sorry, what's the movie title? Dumber Than Dumb or Dumb and Dumber? I paid for your podcast so be thankful for that. Many didn't. That's true, D. Morris. That's his name. That's true, Mr. Morris. He goes on, but worse, you have held back key information from the public domain which should have been put out there months ago. I was a secondary school teacher in inner city London, Southwark, Camden and Islington, and I could have probed these children way better than you did. Absolutely right there, D. Morris. And let me drop in another piece of personal information about myself. I was born in Islington. Yeah, I'm a Londoner, in case you didn't know. Anyway, so then he goes on. Yeah, we'll unpack it afterwards, okay? So let's read it first. Reading back my messages from July 3rd, 2024, I feel justified more than ever, and someone needs to haul you in front of the second inquest. And Duncan is right. Yay! We all know who Duncan is. Yay! Duncan is right. Right, okay. He goes on. You should be arrested and made to answer to the Spanish and British police. You are an absolute disgrace. I want to unpack that just a little bit because sometimes, you know, when I go back over the video, I think, why did I go off at a tangent there? Stick with it, Jan. Stick with it. So the bit that stuck out to me was, yes, if you heard, I don't know if you've heard the interview or whether you watch Wax or Duncan, listen. I think it was Wax that actually played the interview. How Mark Williams Thomas ever managed to be a police investigator, I will never know. His line of questioning, his method of questioning was dire. Now, I've not worked in the police force, but I have worked in schools before, and there have been occasions when I've had to question teenagers. And there's a way of doing it. You don't leave them. You don't say, well, what were you doing? Well, you might start with, well, what were you doing? And then they may give an answer, and then you follow on from there. So was there any reason why you were in that place at that time? Yeah, miss, I just happened to wander around the corner and there they were smoking. And okay, so did you have a cigarette? Why were you found with a cigarette in your hand? Well, miss, it was because somebody passed it to me. Oh, okay, so somebody passed you that cigarette. So why did you puff on it? I mean, Do you see what I mean? There's ways that you carry forward an interview. An interview is an interview where, you know, you get asked a question maybe, or if you do get asked a question, you answer it, but then you expect the interviewer to follow on, to give you a follow-on question or a follow-on statement. That was something that Mark Williams Thomas did not do. And that is what is so frustrating about that interview, in inverted commas, that he did with Lucy and Brandon. He asked the question, he let them answer it, and then that was that. Oh, okay then. Yeah. It's exasperating, guys. So that's this one that that Dean Morris has written. So I need to... Oh, I've blocked an account. Who have I blocked? Benji! I'm sorry, guys. You don't often hear my raucous laughter on this channel. But Benji, check out my Benji videos. I love me some Benji. God, I wouldn't have thought it'd have been on Twitter, would you? I wouldn't have thought, no. I thought you had to be, like, literate and sort of fairly intelligent to be on... Anyway, here we have Benji standing outside his second home, by all accounts. Yeah. I wonder if they... Do you know, I've just had a thought. I wonder if he met Cullen for the first time here at the police station. So here he is. I've struggled with the fall from grace. Well, yeah. You've struggled because you are a fall from grace. I mean, what can I say? Anyway, let's see what he said then. Oh, God. That's really taken me by surprise, guys. Right, so he's put... I've got to be honest, Mark, you did an appalling job of getting information out of those suspects, and by holding that information back, I think you have done more harm than good. You have also misinterpreted some of the things that were said. Not your biggest fan, and this is why. Guys, that's it. Benji's ruined this video now. He's just ruined it for me because I've now got the giggles. I can't, because Benji was very much on the Jay walked off into the wilderness train. Yeah, Benji was there, you know, with his mate Cullen. Yeah, that's what he did. And we're all like, no, he didn't. Stop talking a load of bull. But anyway, this is ruined. Benji, you little sod, you've ruined it for me. So then, Mark does respond to him. Mark responds with, you mean the information I gave to the police right after I got it, but choose not to put it in the public domain? If you report facts, that's fine, but don't make stuff up or be inaccurate. What? Where was he making up stuff and being inaccurate? Oh, Jesus. Somebody called Aid Jacob says, that's your job. Ha ha! Oscar Pistorius is innocent of murder. What? Is that what he said? Jonathan King trial collapse as you were found to be selling info to the media. Oh, Lord, guys, I'm finding out new things today. How exciting. He also goes on to say, made propaganda video about PPE paid for by Michelle Mone, but didn't tell those taking part. All these facts correct? Yes? Lordy Miss Claudie, guys. Wow. And then Aid comes back with, considering you were responsible for halting Jonathan King's trial when it appeared you were trying to sell names to the media for financial reward, you made a PPE documentary and didn't tell the people you interviewed that you were being paid by Michelle Mone to make it. Oh, and that's one of two. So let's click on there. Okay, it goes on to say, oh, wow. Oh, we've jumped into a blooming hornet's nest here, guys. Then Aid goes on to say, or Addy, not sure you should be taking the high road here. You are also extremely rude to people asking you questions. Your favourite is, what have you done to... insert topic here. Whilst I don't agree with the tone of Dean Morris, outing them to try and attract a pile on is poor. Lordy Miss Claudie. And this was just 2 days ago, guys. So then we've got someone called Blank Faces UK says, got to have actual fans for a pile-on, though. It's crazy how this man deals with grief and death every day, but cannot comprehend how people get sensitive when he plays games with live investigations and the memories of those that we lost. Wow, very good point there, Mr. Blank Faces UK. I just want to see how much this guy's got. Has he got a big following? No. It doesn't really matter, though, does it, what the following is? It's when people are talking facts, yeah, that's what matters. All right. Oh, my God, that's really got the heart beating. I wasn't expecting that. So, shall we go on any further? I don't think we will just now, because we've come up to the 15-minute mark, and I know I like to keep it in sort of palatable bites. So, let me know what you think, guys. How exciting was that? I think... See, there are people speaking out against this man. He's not, I'm telling you, he is not a very popular man, especially not on Twitter. I'm telling you, people are seeing right through him. Here he is with his curly hair. There he is. What an attractive man he is. So it says why some witnesses did not attend Jay Slater inquest, the 2-part podcast, and what I am focused on now. Oh, right, but we can only watch that. We can only watch that if we pay for it. So let's just hear it. Let's just hear if my computer's going to pick up his audio. Here we go.
One area I do want to clear up is this issue around the inquest. So there was a lot made about the witnesses not turning up. Let's be really clear. The witness didn't turn up because most of them, this isn't all of them, but a number of them simply didn't get warned. What happened is that the coroner and the police, they set up the inquest at the very last minute. There was no pre-warning to people, no weeks in advance, months in advance to tell people a hearing's taking place, which they had the time to do, but they didn't. They didn't because they were worried about the amount of coverage that Jay Slater's disappearance has had and the amount of anger and venom that's been around, particularly from people on social media. So therefore, as a result of that, they thought they'd caught it at the last minute. Well, the consequences of that is the witnesses were away. They weren't around, they weren't warned properly. So this isn't a failing of witnesses not turning up. This is a failing of the authorities, the coroner, the police, to fail to do it properly. Given people notice, I'm sure many of them would have turned up. And of course, the reporting from that is that witnesses didn't turn up. Well, they didn't turn up because they weren't warned properly. So just to clear that point up. So if you have a bit of an opportunity over the weekend and you haven't already listened, then please do listen to the Jay Slater, the Investigation podcast. I'm now working on a new investigation, nothing to do with Jay Slater at all, something complete.
Don't care. Couldn't give a monkeys. Get off my screen. Getting right on my nerves. So I hope you heard that, guys. If it doesn't come out, if the audio doesn't work, then I won't play it. But yeah, what a whole load of codswallop. God, I haven't used that word for a long time. What a load of baloney. Or better still, what a load of old bollocks. They didn't know. Stop it. Just stop it, man. Anyway, I'm going. I've already asked you if you're okay. I sincerely do hope you are okay. I want you to check out my songs playlist. I've been very creative lately. As you know, I am an artist. I'm also a songwriter. I can't sing to save my life. I've tried, and I have sang on the stage. I think if the whole audience is supposed to be just Get her off. Anyway, that's it. That's it for this video. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. So I just wanted to cover this Mark Williams Thomas a bit more. And the more you cover him, the more you realise, yeah, shady. All right. Anyway, you take care of yourselves out there, because trust me, it's a rotten old world. So until the next one, bye-bye for now.